The wind cuts across the frozen horizon as I walk alone over the cracked ice floes of Newfoundland, carrying my camera and scanning the white emptiness for movement. The ocean stretches in every direction, broken by drifting slabs of thick ice that grind slowly against each other under a pale gray sky. I am documenting the annual seal migration when a sharp, unnatural motion interrupts the stillness ahead of me. A small white shape struggles violently on the ice, no more than a few hundred meters away from where I stand. I raise my binoculars and focus on a baby seal pup pinned against the ice by two hunters in heavy insulated suits. The baby seal pup's small body twists helplessly, while one hunter restrains it with a gloved hand, and the other positions a sharp skinning tool against its side. The baby seal pup's black eyes are wide, its flippers beating frantically against the frozen surface as it tries to escape. A short distance away in the freezing water, an adult female seal surfaces repeatedly, her head lifting high above the icy waves. The adult mother seal circles near the edge of the ice floe, unable to climb onto the slippery surface where her baby seal pup is trapped. The hunters kneel over the baby seal pup, focused and methodical, their boots pressing firmly into the ice as the small animal continues struggling beneath them. The baby seal pup's white fur contrasts sharply against the dark gloves holding it down, its body trembling under the force restraining it. The mother seal in the water lets out a silent, open-mouthed cry, her body pushing against the edge of the ice but sliding back each time. My hands begin to shake as I realize I am the only person close enough to intervene before irreversible harm happens. The wind grows stronger, carrying drifting snow between me and the scene as the hunters prepare to begin skinning the baby seal pup alive. I lower my camera, my heart pounding, knowing that if I do nothing, this baby seal pup will not survive this ice. I start running across the unstable ice floes toward the trapped baby seal pup and the two hunters. The ice shifts violently beneath my boots as I step onto the same floe where the baby seal pup is pinned under the hunter's weight. The baby seal pup's body trembles uncontrollably while one hunter tightens his grip and the other presses the sharp blade harder against the small side. The adult mother seal circles in the freezing water, her head rising again and again, unable to climb onto the slick ice that separates her from her baby seal pup. A deep crack splits across the surface of the floe, running between my position and the hunters restraining the struggling baby seal pup. The hunters glance briefly in my direction, but do not release the baby seal pup from the frozen surface. The blade touches the white fur of the baby seal pup, and the small body arches upward in panic. The wind intensifies, pushing loose snow across the ice and reducing visibility around the trapped baby seal pup and the two hunters. I raise my arms and move forward carefully, knowing that a sudden shift in weight could fracture the unstable ice beneath all of us. The baby seal pup's flippers continue beating against the frozen surface, while the hunter's gloved hand forces the small chest down. The adult mother seal attempts to surge upward onto the edge of the floe, but the slick ice causes her body to slide back into the freezing water. Another crack spreads outward under the hunter's boots, sending a vibration through the ice beneath the restrained baby seal pup. The hunter holding the blade adjusts his stance, keeping the sharp metal edge pressed against the baby seal pup's side as if time is running out. My boots slip briefly on the smooth ice, forcing me to steady myself before taking another step closer to the trapped baby seal pup. The floe tilts slightly as ocean water surges beneath it, shifting the balance of everyone standing over the struggling baby seal pup. The baby seal pup's movements begin to weaken from exhaustion, its flippers striking the ice with less force. The adult mother seal remains in the water, circling rapidly now, her head rising higher each time as if searching for a way onto the ice. The hunters brace themselves against the wind, their bodies hunched over the baby seal pup as the sharp blade remains dangerously positioned. A loud crack echoes beneath us as a narrow fracture widens between my boots and the hunters restraining the baby seal pup. I realize that if the floe breaks apart now, the baby seal pup could slide directly into the freezing water while still restrained. The sky darkens slightly as clouds thicken above the unstable ice, adding pressure to a moment already on the edge of disaster. The baby seal pup's breathing becomes visibly rapid, its small chest rising and falling under the pressure of the hunter's gloved hand. The adult mother seal lunges once more toward the ice, her body colliding against the frozen edge before slipping back into the sea. I move closer, despite the widening cracks, knowing that hesitation will only give the hunters more time over the helpless baby seal pup. The blade begins to press through the white fur as the floe shifts again beneath our combined weight. The ice groans under strain, and I understand that both the baby seal pup and everyone standing on this floe are seconds away from catastrophe. I close the final meters between myself and the hunters as the ice shifts violently beneath all of us. The baby seal pup lies restrained on the cracked frozen surface, its white fur pressed against the ice while the sharp blade remains at its side. I step directly between the hunters and the baby seal pup, forcing them to shift their weight on the unstable floe. flow. The sudden redistribution of weight causes a loud fracture to split through the ice beside us. The hunter holding the blade pulls back slightly to avoid losing balance. I kneel immediately beside the baby seal pup, placing my gloved hands firmly over the small body to shield it from the blade. The ice continues cracking outward, and dark freezing water becomes visible through widening gaps. The adult mother seal surfaces again at the edge of the flow, her head rising higher as she watches the struggle unfold. I signal urgently toward a patrol vessel visible in the far distance beyond the drifting ice. The hunters step backward as the flow tilts sharply toward the widening fracture. One section of ice breaks away completely, separating us from the larger mass of the ice field. I keep my body low over the baby seal pup to stabilize both of us as the smaller flow rocks violently. The sharp blade slips from the hunter's grip and skids across the ice toward the open crack. A rescue boat from the Canadian authorities approaches carefully through the drifting slabs of ice. Two uniformed wildlife officers step onto the fractured flow using secured safety lines attached to the vessel. The officers position themselves between the hunters and the baby seal pup, ordering the hunters back with firm hand gestures. I carefully slide the baby seal pup away from the fractured edge, keeping the small body supported against my chest. The adult mother seal remains in the freezing water, circling near the edge but no longer separated by immediate violence. One officer secures the dropped blade and moves it far from the baby seal pup. Another officer guides the hunters backward toward the stable section of ice near the rescue vessel. I examine the baby seal pup quickly, checking its breathing and the area where the blade pressed against the white fur. The ice beneath us stabilizes slightly as the weight shifts away from the cracked center. With the officers forming a protective barrier, I lift the baby seal pup carefully and begin moving toward the rescue boat. The adult mother seal follows along the water's edge as we approach the safer side of the ice flow. For the first time since I arrived, the sharp blade is no longer touching the baby seal pup's body, and immediate harm has stopped. As I step onto the edge of the fractured flow with the baby seal pup secured against my chest, the ice beneath my boots suddenly collapses inward. The section of ice supporting us breaks away from the larger flow and tilts sharply toward the freezing ocean. I drop to my knees instinctively, keeping my body wrapped around the baby seal pup as dark water surges over the broken edge. One wildlife officer lunges forward, securing a safety line around my upper arm before the ice shifts again. The baby seal pup slips partially from my grip as the flow jerks violently, its white fur brushing against the freezing water. I tighten my hold immediately, pulling the small body fully against my chest and lifting it away from the edge. The fractured ice continues breaking apart, separating into smaller drifting slabs around us. The adult mother seal surfaces directly beside the collapsing edge, her head rising inches from where I kneel. A surge of ocean water floods over the ice, soaking my boots and pushing us closer to the opening. The rescue vessel moves closer through the drifting slabs, its bow pressing gently against the remaining stable section of ice. Another officer reaches down and grips the back of my parka, anchoring me as the flow shifts beneath us. The baby seal pup's small body trembles violently in my arms as freezing spray hits its white fur. The ice beneath my knees cracks again, creating a narrow channel of dark water between me and the rest of the flow. I slide carefully across the unstable surface toward the rescue vessel, keeping the baby seal pup elevated and shielded. For a brief second, the remaining slab tilts steeply and I feel my balance failing. The safety line tightens sharply, preventing both me and the baby seal pup from sliding into the freezing ocean. With coordinated movement, the officers pull us across the final unstable section toward the rescue vessel. The adult mother seal swims parallel to us, staying close to the opening in the ice. The last fragment of the flow behind us breaks away completely and drifts into the dark water. I reach the solid deck of the rescue vessel while still holding the baby seal pup securely against my chest. The immediate danger of drowning ends, but the baby seal pup's survival still depends on the next decision. I kneel on the deck and quickly assess the baby seal pup's breathing and body temperature. The adult mother seal remains visible in the freezing water beside the vessel, waiting. I realize that keeping the baby seal pup aboard for long will separate it from its mother permanently. I look toward a nearby stable ice flow within safe reach of the rescue vessel and prepare for the final decisive move. I remain still on the stable ice flow as the adult mother seal pulls her full body onto the frozen surface beside the baby seal pup. The baby seal pup lifts its small head, its white fur damp but intact, and turns toward the approaching adult mother seal. The adult mother seal moves slowly across the ice, positioning her body protectively between the baby seal pup and the open water. I take another step backward, keeping my hands lowered to avoid causing fear or separation. The baby seal pup shifts weakly across the ice and presses its small body against the adult mother seal's side. The adult mother seal lowers her head and gently nudges the baby seal pup, confirming the connection. The rescue vessel remains stationary at a safe distance while while wildlife officers observe without approaching. The broken fragments of the earlier floe drift far behind us, no longer a threat. The baby seal pup attempts to stand more firmly, supported by the adult mother seal's steady presence. I watch closely for any sign of instability, ready to intervene if necessary, but the ice beneath them remains solid. The adult mother seal turns gradually toward the edge of the stable floe, guiding the baby seal pup with careful movements. The baby seal pup follows slowly, its flippers pushing against the frozen surface with renewed strength. At the edge of the ice, the adult mother seal slides partially into the freezing water and waits. The baby seal pup pauses briefly, then moves forward toward the open sea. I hold my breath as the baby seal pup slips gently into the icy water beside the adult mother seal. The adult mother seal immediately positions her body alongside the baby seal pup, keeping it close against her side. Together, they float in the dark, freezing water, both heads visible above the surface. The baby seal pup adjusts its movement, staying near the adult mother seal as they begin to swim. The rescue vessel slowly increases distance to avoid disturbing the reunion. I remain standing on the stable ice floe, watching as the pair move farther from the broken ice field. The adult mother seal leads the baby seal pup through the drifting slabs toward open water. The baby seal pup keeps pace, no longer struggling, its small body moving with coordinated strokes. The gray sky begins to lighten slightly above the calm ocean surface. I lower my gaze to the cracked ice beneath my boots, realizing how close we came to losing everything. When I look up again, the adult mother seal and the baby seal pup are smaller figures against the vast northern sea, swimming together toward safety.